Well, somewhere in a sub-Saharan African nation, a pregnant woman struggles through labor for days without medical assistance. Now, for many, the result is obstetric fistula. That's a condition that leaves them ashamed and alone. One of the most affected countries is the Democratic Republic of Congo. VOA's Khalil Gueye recently visited the country to find out more about a campaign to treat and stop the preventable birth injury.
These women are all suffering from obstetric fistula, one of the most serious injuries that can occur when a woman gives birth.
Early marriage, early pregnancy with young girls are the main cause of fistula.
In addition to physical afflictions, obstetric fistula sufferers also often endure depression, social isolation, and deepening poverty. The journey back to dignity for these women is not easy.
We have to work harder and harder to make sure that there is no early pregnancy. That's advocacy, that's a lot of advocacy from us, from the government, with the women and the men, because the involvement of men is critical.
As the Democratic Republic of the Congo moves to the 2015 agenda of sustainable development, the country, along with its development partners, supports the rights of girls and boys to enjoy the journey to adulthood before having babies. Immediate violence to a young woman who is raped can result in a lifetime of misery. So too can early marriage.
Early marriage is a violence against a young woman. Early pregnancy is a violence because she will suffer. She will suffer and then have fistula. So I think this is the kind of thing UNFP is trying to change here with our partner. We don't do that alone. And we do that in a setting we call H4+.
Here at the Biamba Marie Mutombo Hospital in the heart of the vibrant capital Kinshasa, fistula sufferers came from different areas from around the city to this Fistula Reparation campaign organized by the United Nations Population Fund, or UNFPA. An international reparation team led by Dr. Gueye of Senegal worked for several days with local Congolese surgeons to rescue the women. The reparation campaign is also an opportunity for the chief surgeon to assess fistula care and reparation training in the DRC.
As long as we don't focus on prevention measures, we're going to have fistula, unfortunately, in Africa. So we need to train people. We need to address the issue of identification, orientation of the patient to the fistula treatment centers. But we need to address the issue of training more and more human resources.
The reparation sessions are the women's last hope. While awaiting their turn to the operating room, they can talk to each other and feel dignity again, a feeling they had lost because they were shunned by their community. They, like Dora, who is cured from fistula and who came with her mom to visit and encourage them, will smile again. And Miss Keita, who visited the patients after their successful operation, radiates joy.
It's very, very good. It's hope. Hope for the country, hope for the young girls.
Khalil Gueye for VOA News, Kinshasa.
Well, for more, Khalil Gueye now joins us in studio. Khalil, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Very good reporting there. Something that really disturbs me is about the society in general, these early marriages. What are the people saying? What do the men of that society say about the continuous, sad cases of fistula?
Men are changing, it's slow, but based on the work the UN bodies, the UNFPA is doing on the ground, people are changing. But it's hard for women, African women in this case, because in a society, in a culture where the status and the dignity of a woman is decided by her ability to provide her husband with multiple children. Yeah, but it's a fate even worse than death.
Yeah, but the question is, nobody's saying that these girls are not going to be married and have children, but do they get the sense that marrying them so young is actually the cause of this problem that they have to deal with every day?
Oh yeah, of course. Men, as I said, have started being really more and more conscious. You're right, but it's slow.
Yeah,
it's a cultural It's a cultural issue, you know. It has to be, it is a tradition that needs to be stopped.
Okay.
You know, most of the traditions are not good.
And did you get the sense that the country itself is actually fighting that
Yes,
tradition?
definitely. The Minister of Health, you know, UNFPA and all this, that H4+, it's a combination of different UN bodies that work together in really making sure there is no more childhood pregnancy, early marriage.
In some countries, I know for certain, like in Kenya, there's a law that prohibits the marriage of a child of a particular age. Is there anything like that in a country like Congo?
Exist. Yeah, of course. In many African countries, you have laws, but are they really respected? Are they enforced? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because the culture is stronger than the laws, because the laws just look like things men brought in.
Yes.
But the culture has been there, you know, over years, centuries.
Well,
that's the problem.
Khalil, thank you for sharing and thank you for bringing us this
Thank you for having
report.
me.
Well, Khalil Gueye is a reporter with Voice of America's French to Africa service.